This is Top Accolade Global News Update. I am Abiodun Mohammed. Russia sought to restore calm on Monday after an aborted mutiny by Wagner Group mercenaries over the weekend, while Western allies assessed how President Vladimir Putin might reassert authority and what it could mean for the war in Ukraine. Ending their short-lived mutiny, Wagner fighters halted their rapid advance on Moscow, withdrew from the southern Russian city of Rostov, and headed back to their bases late on Saturday under a deal that guaranteed their safety. Their commander, Yevgeny Prigozhin, would move to Belarus under the deal mediated by Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko. Monday has been declared a non-working day in Moscow to allow time for things to settle, and there was little evidence of increased security in the capital on Sunday evening. Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu, one of the main targets of Prigozhin's anger, visited Russian troops involved in the military operation in Ukraine, state-run RIA news agency reported on Monday, while providing no details on when and where. Confusion over the weekend's extraordinary event has left governments, both friendly and hostile to Russia, groping for answers to what could happen next in the country with the world's largest nuclear arsenal. Police in Sierra Leone have fired tear gas at the main opposition party's headquarters in the capital, Freetown, as voters await the results of a fiercely fought general election. The opposition's presidential candidate, Samora Kamara of All People's Congress (APC), said on Twitter that live bullets had been fired at his office inside the party's headquarters on Sunday. Pressmen also reported that one person, a woman, was found severely wounded and without a pulse at the opposition party headquarters. Yvonne Akisoya, a prominent APC member bidding for a second term as Freetown mayor, tweeted photos from inside the building showing people taking cover on the floor. In a statement, police said members of the APC had paraded through Freetown, in quote, announcing to the public that they had won the election. They attracted a huge crowd of supporters outside the headquarters who started harassing passers-by, the force said. Vote tallying got underway across the country earlier on Sunday, but results have not yet been announced. North Korea held mass rallies in Pyongyang where people shouted slogans vowing a, in quote, war of revenge to destroy the United States as it marked the 73rd anniversary of the outbreak of the Korean War. State media reported on Monday about 120,000 working people and students took part in the rallies held across the capital on Sunday. State news agency KCNA reported photos released by state media showed a stadium crowded with people holding placards reading, in quote, "The whole US mainland is within our shooting range and the imperialist US is the destroyer of peace." Sunday's anniversary came amid concerns Pyongyang would soon conduct another launch of its first military spy satellite to boost monitoring of US military activities after its first attempt ended in failure on May 31st. North Korea now had, in quote, "the strongest absolute weapon to punish the US imperialists, and the Avengers on this land are burning with the indomitable will to revenge the enemy," KCNA said. Nuclear-armed North Korea has been testing various weapons, including its biggest intercontinental ballistic missile, ramping up tension with the South and the South's main ally, the United States. Greece's New Democracy Party leader, Kyriakos Mitsotakis, will be sworn in as Prime Minister on Monday after a resounding victory in a repeat election on Sunday, giving him a second four-year term. Center-right New Democracy gained 40.5% of the vote and 158 seats in the 300-seat parliament, more than 20 points clear of the leftist Syriza, which ran the country from 2015 to 2019, including at the height of Greece's decade-long economic crisis. Mitsotakis, aged 55, a former banker and scion of a powerful political family, has promised to boost revenue from the vital tourist industry, create jobs and increase wages to near the European Union average. In quote, "I never promise miracles, but I assure you that I will stay true to my national duty," Mitsotakis said. Greek newspapers hailed the result a historic win, with Tanea writing on its front page, in quote, "Mitsotakis' absolute dominance with no opponent." He is due to visit President Katerina Sekalaropoulou on Monday to formally receive a mandate to form a government, after which he will be sworn in. The new cabinet is also expected to be announced on Monday. Sweden must stop protests by supporters of the outlawed Kurdistan Workers' Party (PKK) in Stockholm to get a green light on its NATO membership bid. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has told NATO Secretary General. Erdogan told Stoltenberg in a phone call on Sunday that Turkey had a constructive attitude, but Sweden's change of terrorism laws to meet demands from Ankara was meaningless while PKK supporters continued to hold protests in the country. The Turkish presidency said in a statement, Turkey has objected to Sweden's bid to join the Western Military Alliance, citing security concerns, but members of the bloc and NATO chiefs have expressed hope that it will become a member in time for a mid-July summit in Vilnius. Finland joined NATO in April, but Turkey continues to block Sweden's membership. Last week, Erdogan said it should not expect a green light from Ankara at the Vilnius summit unless it prevents anti-Turkey protests. Ankara says Sweden harbors members of terrorist groups in the country, in particular belonging to the PKK, which has been designated a terrorist organization by Turkey, the European Union, and the United States. That is the size of top accolade global news updates. You can follow us on our social media platforms as displayed on your screen. Happy New Week!